I've got something good for you. Really good. Stick with me on this one. You're going to learn something, and it's something that's very, very good and supportive and positive about the precious metals mining sector. I learned something very interesting from Ross Beaty yesterday. I was listening to him talk. He put something out on the table that I'd never thought of. You know, when there's something obvious, but maybe you haven't drawn the connecting lines in your mind, when you have kind of an aha moment. Well, that happened to me. I'm going to try to give that to you. In my opinion, and this is only my opinion, there's two good components to what Ross said. First, he pointed out the fact that demand for metals, including precious metals, is increasing significantly, right? Well, we all know that, Ross, right? But then what he pointed out was the fact that the market caps of the sector, money going into the sector, is not keeping up with the prices of the metals, okay? So, we're undervalued. Well, we all kind of knew that already as well. But as demand continues to increase for metals going forward, what we're going to see is, because there's not money coming into the sector, and there's no new, major production being added because there's no money coming into the sector, what we're going to see is stagnant production, right, and increased demand, which will exacerbate the price movements in the precious metals. It's going to be good for the precious metals, right? Demand is increasing and supply is either stagnant or, in the case of silver, decreasing. That's the first component, and that alone is really good news for the sector. Should be very, very positive for the price of gold and silver. But wait, there's more, and this is like the double turbo boost bonus factor that nobody's talking about. Nobody, okay? I'm going to share it with you, but first, if you could like my video, maybe subscribe, maybe share it, that would be great. Okay, back to the video. What's the second factor that nobody's talking about that makes me very excited and was an aha moment? That factor is this, that when that first component plays out, when the demand is so much greater than the supply and money finally does come back to the mining sector, to the precious metal mining sector, and investments are started to be made to increase production, right? Think about this. And I knew this, but I didn't put it together. It's still going to it takes 10, 15, 20 years to build a new mine. We're going to have an additional 10-year period where there's not going to be a ton of new production coming online, and that's even going to further exacerbate the price moves in the precious metals and the mining stocks. Well, at least that's what I think is going to happen. Look, I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does. But I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. I hadn't thought about that extra factor going on, that when the money finally does come in, they can't turn the spigot on. It'll be like, hey, we need more silver. Okay, well, check back with us in 15 years. We'll see what we can do for you at that point, because that's how long it's going to take us to take all this money you're giving us and to build a new mine. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're part of Ron's Basement. You're always welcome. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do that right here. Have a great day. I will see you soon.